time is our most valuable asset, and you only get one life on this earth. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a little over 2 years ago, I was able to be in the room when my grandma passed away. And that was like an experience. I think I know you get it, and anyone who has like witnessed someone passing away or who has gone through even like a health issue where like your life is on the line, you realize that you literally get one life on this earth and it's gone in a second.
Mm.
And so to use the time that you have in a way that feels so fulfilling for you, fulfilling your life's purpose, whatever that looks like, and however that evolves over time, creating good relationships, memorable experiences, like you get one shot on this earth in this body that you have. And so basically to like make it worthwhile. And for me, it was a period of reflection not long after that where I was in a career that at the time was just feeling like really, really, really draining for me. And it was kind of like a wake up call of like, how long am I going to do this? How long am I going to keep coming home and complaining about things and feeling so overwhelmed and to not have the energy and capacity to show up in my life outside of the work that I'm doing in the way that I want to, and to show up in my relationship the way that I want to. And it was just like a big, like it kind of shook my world, really. And so that I think has been a huge lesson that I think you really become acutely aware of when you watch someone cross over.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Yeah. Um, I relate to that, obviously, like we did hospice for my grandpa in my house. And
Mm-hmm.
so like watching that process, spending the last month of life
Yeah.
with him, it was like more like 2 months almost, but like truly like helping someone die
Yeah.
changes your I think your perspective, exactly like you just said, like, and it also helps really like magnify what's important,
Mm-hmm.
because that time frame, like you just highlighted, like I don't know obviously like what it was like for you specifically, but like for us, we spent, when we kind of knew like the end is here,
Mm-hmm.
we spent every day as, basically I didn't work for that time.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a little bit at first, but really like stopped working and spent every day like just spending time holding hands, hugging, listening to stories about his life, my grandpa's life, all of that. And what I really learned in that time was that like it is not about, like, we didn't talk about how much money he made. We didn't talk about the work that he did. We didn't talk about the job. Like, I mean, well, there's one job we talked about, but that's because it was a little silly.
Yeah.
And some good stories came out of it, but we didn't talk about like
Mm-hmm.
what he produced. We talked about the amazing memories he made. We talked about the people.
Yeah.
His friends came over to visit and share their stories. Like, and I think that that really also like amplified what's actually important. And it's the time spent and it's the experience had. And like you said, like, working in a job that you don't love or things like that, and how that
Mm-hmm.
feeds your soul and like what really truly like is important in this life. So that's so beautiful. I love that we both have had that experience, even though
Mm-hmm.
it's so painful and so hard, because like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of surreal to watch someone die,
Mm-hmm.
um, to watch them leave this life.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole experience, I think, can really like feel like, I don't, it's hard to put language to, but it's like the moment of like, okay, like they were here, they were doing all this stuff, and now they're just not anymore. And
And now life just goes on. The whole thing is so strange.